Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Christ Bearer. We are here live, Live, with Christ Inna, you know what I'm saying? Who wears many a hats concerning Christ Bearer. So I wanted to interview her, get her thoughts, reflections, what have you, on my mixtape, Phase One, the mixtape. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're just gonna jump into some questions real quick. Here we go. First of all, Christina, why don't you just introduce yourself real quick for us?
Okay, well, like Christ Bearer said, I am Christina, also known as Christina. I am Christ Bearer's manager. I'm his wife. I'm his hairdresser. I'm one of the authors or co-authors on Phase One, the mixtape. I'm also one of the vocalists on Phase One, the mixtape. Um, I'm also the mother to his four children. And that's who I am in regards to Christ Bearer. Now, outside of Christ Bearer, I'm actually a part of Divine Guidance Ministries LLC. I'm a board member, and that's a leadership development program based out of Denver. And yes, this is in fact a plug for Divine Guidance. Christ Bearer is actually a part of that program as well. He sits on the board with me as well. I'm also the founder and CEO of Manifested Destiny, and that is just the arts component of Divine Guidance. So, Manifested Destiny comprises all of the singers, the songwriters, the dancers, the vocalists. That's the same thing as singers. Um, the rappers, all of that, all of the arts components are comprised under Manifested Destiny, and that's actually what Christ Bearer is being birthed out of right now.
Okay, okay. There you have it. Yeah, a woman with many hats, man, and she
Many.
gets it done. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, right back to the questions. What songs did you write on?
I actually wrote on, I co authored Worthy with Christ Bearer, which was the first song that he and I actually wrote together. The first song we taught together, the first song that we minister with Manifested Destiny, who actually features on that song on Phase One, the mixtape.
Yeah.
I also co authored Justified, and even though I wrote that song, I'm not the vocalist on that song. That's actually Minister Robin Swinger Ote. Shout out to her for coming and laying
Yeah.
the vocals for us on that.
Yeah.
And I also co authored Agape with Christ Bearer and Take It Away, which is the intro to the album, which, if I'm correct, is leaking today on his Reverb Nation page. Get it, it's a free download. Of course, I'm correct. I'm the manager, I'm the one leaking it. So get it when it drops today.
Yes. That's what's up. There I have it. So yeah, them are all the songs that she co-authored on, writ, whatever. Phenomenal, man. She came through and smashed those for me, so I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Right back to the questions. Give us a brief description of where you came from on each of those songs. Why did you write what you did?
I'll start with Take It Away since that's the intro to the album. Take It Away was actually completely Christ Bearer's concept. He brought it to me. I hadn't even heard the song yet. He had actually written his entire part already, brought me the concept, what he wanted to get out to the people. And then I just fell into line, played my position, listened to the music, and really tried to communicate what he wanted to see communicated through the music on that song. Um, Worthy. That song, Christopher, or Christ Bearer. Sorry, y'all, Christ Bearer. Actually, that was his beat that he wanted to write to. We had agreed we wanted to do a worship song. I didn't really think the beat was all that fitting, but it was his vision and it worked. So thank God that I'm able to be obedient to my husband. But that song, we just wanted to write about, the worthiness of God, why God is worthy of our worship. Who is God? Why? Why is he why is he worthy? So that's what I wanted to write from, was really to encompass who God is and why he's so deserving of our worship and our honor and our reverence and our praise. Um, Agape, that was a mutual concept between Christ Bearer and I. I really thought that it would be a great idea for him to write from the perspective of God's love And then once I saw where he was going with agape, I just again fell into line and wrote according to what I was hearing. In that song, he discovers the love of God, the agape of God, and so that's where I wrote from in that. And then Justified actually comes from a really special place for both Christ Bearer and myself. That song was really emotional to write for me. That song came from a time where we were just dealing with things that are just wow, you know. We had gotten some prophetic words, and basically those prophetic words were manifesting in our lives in regards to our ministry. And so I really wanted to write from a place that would um, be encouragement out not only to us but to everyone that would hear the song. So that's what prompted all of the writing. Some of those concepts, were just me playing my part.
Okay. So yeah, there y'all have it. What songs that she wrote on and why she wrote them, man. So there y'all have it. And yeah, she did come through, man. And just was thrown into it, but she did it. So
Yeah.
thank God for that. Okay. Next question. What song was your favorite to sing on?
That's that's easy. My favorite song to sing on was "You Are." Even though I didn't co-author that song, Christ Bearer actually wrote that entire song. "You Are" was my favorite song to sing on, just because I don't consider myself a singer so much as I consider myself a worshiper that happens to use song as a form to worship God. So that song, because it talks about simply who God is, to me, there's not a better subject to talk about. There's not a better subject to just immerse yourself in. And so to be able to sing a song where I'm just ministering to the people from such an intimate place of worship, just it really "You Are" is my opportunity to worship God, and you guys just get invited into that. And so that was my favorite song to sing
Okay. That's what's up. You Are is a great song.
on.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so just right back to the questions. What do you want people to walk away with after hearing this mixtape, specifically the songs that you wrote on, that you featured on, wrote on, whatever.
So what I want them to walk away from overall with the whole mixtape is just obviously to have been ministered to in some way through one of the songs. Specifically the songs that I featured on, "You Are" and "Worthy," both worship songs. I want people to walk away with a higher respect for God, a higher regard for God, even more in love with who God is. I want people to walk away from those two songs wanting to just become more intimate with Him and with a better understanding of who He is and why He deserves that intimacy from us. Um, in regards to "Take It Away," I want people to walk away from that song and say, "I'm encouraged. I know that I'm not the only one that deals with things and feels like it's too hard and wants God to just take it away from me, to just relieve these things from me, and to be encouraged that you're not alone in the battle." I want people to be open, to be transparent, after hearing that song. And in regards to "Justified," I want people to feel encouraged despite the trials that come up against you. I want people to know, if you've heard God's voice about the ministry that you're supposed to be doing, to step out on faith and do what it is that you know God told you to do, because there's somebody waiting on you to manifest that ministry. Um, and I want people, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing and they're not doing what they know they heard God told them to do because of something that someone has told them, I want them to feel convicted. I want them to feel like they are in error, because at the end of the day, only God can justify us. Only God can determine whether we're in the right or the wrong. So I want people to feel convicted to listen to the still small voice that is God and to do what they know they hear God telling them to do. Um, in agape, I want people to walk away from agape and be provoked to either get to know the love of God if they don't know it yet, or to be even more grateful for the love of God that they now have in their lives. I want people to really walk away from that and just feel, just enveloped in the love that God has for them.
All right. There y'all have it, man. That's Christ Inna. Just sharing her thoughts, her reflections, just everything that she wanted put out on this mixtape, man, and her feelings, what she also wanted ministered, cause like she said, man, she played a big part in this as well. So, yeah, man, especially on a few songs. So yes, there you have it, Christ Inna, Phase One, the mixtape coming to you,
Yes.
free of download, free CDs like crazy. March 4th.
March
Be
4th.
on the lookout for that. Reverb Nation / Christ Bearer Beat 3 ARER. Also hit me up on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Twitter at Christ Bearer, whatever. You know,
Whatever method.
yeah, get at me. There you have it. Well, Christ in it, we appreciate you stopping through,
You're welcome.
giving us your so precious time. And until we meet again.